Welcome to the PhD Mommy's Journey podcast with Bridget Ojo,
an educator and scientific researcher who also happens to be your number one fan. This podcast is for millennial mommypreneurs who strive to be the best versions of themselves every single day. If you're a millennial mom interested in learning more about mindset, motherhood, and motivation, then this is the podcast for you.
Oh, hi there, mommypreneur. This is Bridget Ojo, your bestie who also happens to be your number one fan. I'm an educator who is on a path of becoming better, and I created this podcast for millennial moms just like you. Welcome to another exciting excursion on the PhD Mommy's Journey podcast. For those joining our journey for the first time, this podcast is where we explore mindset, motherhood, and motivation to better the many parts of our lives. Whether it's in business, academia, or personal growth, we are on a relentless pursuit to greatness. For today's episode, we are going to illuminate the path to believing in yourself through the fundamental process of setting SMART goals. As we set SMART goals, this activates us to have a more structured and self-assured journey towards our dreams and aspirations. Setting SMART goals is the essential step to living a more fulfilling life. I mean, how else would you expect to achieve anything if you don't necessarily have a goal in which you're aiming for? According to research, goal setting is the single most powerful motivational tool in a leader's toolkit. Why? Because goal setting operates in ways that provide purpose, challenge, and most importantly, meaning. You see, goals are the guideposts along the road that make a compelling vision come alive. Goals energize people. Specific, clear, challenging goals lead to greater effort and achievement than easy or vague goals do. According to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, a goal is the end toward which effort is directed. We also call this an aim. An aim is defined as aspire, which means to seek or to attain or to accomplish a particular goal, or it can also mean to intend, which also means to have in mind as a purpose or goal, a plan. One word I think that is important to note is the word intend. When you intend to do something, you devise a plan, which is a method for achieving some type of end. Now, with this process, there is a method, and most importantly, there is some type of end. There is a famous quote, "Begin with the end in mind," in a book that I have started reading called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Habit number 2 states, "Begin with the end in mind." And that is where he went on to explain that when we begin with the end in mind, what that means is that we start with a clearer understanding of our destination. He also said that all things are created twice, first mentally, then physically. I'm going to link the book below because I think it's a really good book and people should read it. It's helped me tremendously towards my own personal growth and development, and I highly recommend it. Now, once you understand that, you can now start to understand your goals, your dreams, your visions, and you start to see that they all have a purpose. Once you further understand that we exist in various realms, you will begin to understand that your imagination, your thoughts, your dreams, your visions, your mind, it all kind of defines who you are. You begin to have a better understanding in being able to refine your identity, your purpose, and most importantly, your very well-being. Now, a lot of times, some people will call this your gut feeling, your intuition, your heart, passion, dreams, inner voice, moral compass, the Holy Spirit. Whatever it means to you, just follow it. Somehow, it knows exactly where you want to go. SMART goals, S-M-A-R-T, were developed by George Durham, Arthur Miller and James Cunningham in their 1981 article, There's a Smart Way to Write Management Goals and Objectives. Setting specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound SMART objectives can be a good way to plan the first steps that you need in order to meet a long-term goal that you set for yourself. Now, these type of goals are important because it can help create a more tangible way for you to take some of your dreams from an idea to action. You see, setting SMART objectives helps to keep your project moving forward. It helps with accountability, it helps with timing, and it also lets you know that you are accomplishing what you have set out to do. So if you think about it, as we have various roles, some of us are mothers, some of us are entrepreneurs, some of us are learners. Believing in oneself and setting the SMART, which stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals are pivotal to ultimate success. On the next episode, I'm going to talk about the goal-setting theory because I believe it is a very interesting theory that one should explore. However, for this episode, I'm going to simply talk about the SMART methodology, in which it is a framework or a way or procedure of accomplishing SMART goals. So the framework is as follows. S is specific. M is measurable, A is achievable, R relevant, and T time-bound. Whenever we are setting goals, you need to make sure that your goals are specific, which means it has some type of specificity in what you desire. You need to make sure that your goals are measurable, which means you have the measurability to track your progress. You need to make sure that they are achievable, which means that they have the achievability to ensure it's realistic. You need to make sure that they are relevant. Your goals have to have relevance to your life or business. Time-bound. Time-bound to have a defined timeline. I've also included a goal-setting worksheet as a free download to the first 200 listeners every day. If you are unable to download it, simply sign up with your email address to get the notification when the worksheet will be available for you to download, or you can also type in your email in the comments below and I will send it to you that way. My goal with this podcast is to help provide you with free and effective tools that have personally helped me through my own journey of motherhood, of life, and just trying to be a better person overall. So in order to set these SMART goals, I'm going to go through one of my goals and explain how I set a goal. As I'm doing this, feel free to pause, replay, or download this episode and save it to your phone, your laptop, and return to this part anytime. I want you to be serious about setting your goals because I believe you are more than capable and able to do so. Okay, so here's my goal. Many of you guys who follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you are probably aware that I am in the process of joining the United States Navy. And with that, I am currently on a fitness and weight loss journey. And so therefore, I'm going to use this entire concept as my goal setting. So therefore, my goal is I want to join the United States Navy. Step number 1, which is specific. Define what you want to achieve in clear, concise terms. So, my example would be, I want to meet the physical requirements to join the Navy. M, which is measurable, establish concrete criteria for tracking progress and ensuring the goal is quantifiable. Example goal, I will lose 30 pounds. A, achievable. Make sure the goal is realistic and can be worked towards. Example, I will achieve this by adhering to a 23-hour daily intermittent fasting routine, having 1 keto meal per day, also known as the O.M.A.D. keto diet, and performing a daily 1-hour workout. R, relevant. Ensure the goal matters to you and aligns with your broader ambitions. And this is what I wrote. Losing weight and enhancing my fitness and health is crucial for meeting the Navy's enlistment criteria and pursuing a career that I am passionate about. Time-bound. Provide a timeline, time frame, or deadline for the goal. Here's mine. I will lose 30 pounds in the next 2 months. So once you have written all of that down, you are now going to set up a SMART goal and plan. So here is my goal statement, and it reads, I will lose 30 pounds in the next 2 months to get closer to meeting the Navy's physical requirements, utilizing a 23-hour daily intermittent fasting routine, adhering to an O.M.A.D. keto diet, and incorporating a daily 1-hour workout. So that is my overall goal statement that I've set for myself. Now, once you have your goal statement set, the next thing that you need to establish would be the implementation steps. And so depending on what factors that you're going to be focusing on, your implementation steps may look a little bit different. So for example, for me, I have dietary planning and I have exercise planning, because diet and exercise are two of the most important things when it comes to tracking weight loss. So for dietary planning, I could research and I could prepare a weekly keto meal plan. I can create a shopping list, and I can also meal prep. And see, this is important, especially to have a plan, because it can help to avoid any temptations, any deviations, or any problems or potential issues that may come whenever you're trying to lose weight. The second part would be planning my exercises. So I can choose to either work out at the gym or at home or at the park. For example, I work out at Planet Fitness. I have a membership and I go there every single day. That's something I do. I wake up at 4:30 in the morning and then I hit the gym. Now, I also ensure that I have an exercise routine, and so depending on the days, some days I will do strength training, some days I will do cardio, some days I'll do a mixture, some days I'll focus on flexibility. It all depends on my entire plan that I've set for myself and my goals. And if you are about that life, you can hire a personal trainer, you can join a fitness group. I'm a teacher, and I also have a bachelor's in sports medicine, and I have a master's in biomedical sciences, so I am pretty much aware of how the body works. And so I also do my own research, and I look up information in case if I don't know about eating and working out, so I don't necessarily need a trainer. Maybe later on I will, but as of right now, no. But some of you guys, you may need a trainer, and that's okay. The goal is to find a plan, construct something that works for you. Some of you guys may thrive off of having a fitness group. Do that. Find the tools and find the resources that you need to ensure that you can come up with a plan, that you stick with it, that it won't cause you to deviate or not actually achieve these goals. And so once I have all of that, it's also very important to track my progress. So one thing that I do is I use a fitness tracker. I have a watch. It's the Polar watch. And the Polar watch, I use it while I'm working out to track how many calories I've burned. And I have another Polar watch that I use to track my steps because, like I said, I'm a teacher, so I'm one of those teachers who like to stand up and walk around a lot. I don't like to sit down. And so tracking my steps and making sure that I'm getting at least 20,000 steps a day helps me know that I'm getting extra calories burned and I'm getting closer to my goal. Some of you guys may have an Apple Watch or you may have a Fitbit or whatever. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just find something that you know can track your heart rate, can track your calories, and use that to track your progress. And also a scale would be important. Now, the thing about the scale is that sometimes the scale, you may go up one week, you may go down, and you don't want to use that as a measure of success. You want it to be a tool as a metric to look at the calories in versus the calories out. So a scale is good, tape measure is good, old clothes are good. Find something that allows you to regularly update your progress so that you can make any necessary adjustments to your plan. And as you are tracking your progress, it's important to adjust and optimize. Review your progress bi-weekly. For example, for me, I look at my weight once every 2 weeks. And so that allows me to adjust my diet or my exercise plan if needed. Sometimes you may need to seek professional advice, whether it's from a dietitian or a fitness trainer, if you have hit a plateau, or if you don't really know what you're doing. Also, YouTube is another great place. Instagram, there's so many resources out there that there should be no excuse that you can't find the information that you're looking for. It's also really important to make sure that you celebrate your milestones. It's important to reward yourself. Now, you don't necessarily have to reward yourself with food if you're one of those people who tend to overeat. You may be able to buy yourself some new workout pants, a new workout bra, a hoodie, whether it's a new water bottle, some new socks, some new shoes, or whatever it is. Just do something whenever you have reached some significant milestones. For example, you can look at celebrating every 5 pounds that you lose, or working out 5 days a week. Whatever it is that you have set as a milestone, make sure that you reward yourself. Also, it's important to share your achievements. Share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with the support group, post it on Instagram. Just have something to where you're celebrating and you're getting those wins as you are accomplishing your goals. Now, this is the easy part, but of course, there's always going to be challenges. However, whenever you are faced with challenges, looking at the obstacles can help you come up with solutions. So in the event, or when the event happens, you already have a solution that has occurred because you came up with it. So let's say my challenge would be staying consistent with the OMAD keto diet. One solution to that would be prepare meals in advance and also set a regular eating schedule. So for example, I do intermittent fasting, and my goal is to make sure that I am not eating for 23 hours a day. And so I have a 1-hour window in which I am allowed to eat. So let's say I set my time for 12 o'clock, from 12 to 1, though that's the only time that I'm going to eat. And this is the meal that I'm going to eat. Having those hard set deadlines and having that timeline and having something that's firm, it could be beneficial because it allows you, whenever you feel that you may struggle with consistency, having that meal prepared in advance and having kind of reprogramming yourself to have a set deadline or a set time that allows you to stay within that window as close as possible. Sometimes another challenge could be fasting for 23 hours, right? Because you're going from eating to now you're not eating as often. And so some people, what they'll do is they'll gradually increase their fasting hours. So maybe 23 hours is too much. Start off with 12 or start off with 8 and gradually work your way up. There are a lot of apps out there that can help regulate that and help you come up with a schedule that allows you to fast within a certain window and build off of that. Another challenge could be to being motivated or being disciplined. Solution to that could be finding a community, finding a partner, finding someone that allows you, or it could be yourself, it could be your Instagram, it could be something that you write down, something to hold you accountable with your goals. And it could be a community that you all have the same goals and you're posting every day, which allows everyone to kind of have the self accountability because they see everyone else posting. The overall thing is just to make sure that you find a solution to a challenge that you may have. And so when you set yourself up for success, you place yourself in a better position to win. Now, it's also important to regularly review. Sometimes you may need to schedule bi-weekly check-ins with yourself. Or if you have someone that is a supportive partner, they can help you evaluate your progress. Sometimes it's also important because you can address any challenges that you may have. You can also come up with some recalibrating approaches as needed. And so, again, like I said, this is just a basic guide. This could be personalized further on to your specific requirements, your specific challenges, your specific experiences. If you are a person like me who is on a weight loss journey, I always recommend that you ensure your health and safety by consulting with a healthcare professional before you embark on losing weight and getting into fitness. Again, I've provided a copy of the specific goal-setting worksheet that I use. You can go to my website, which is www.thephdmommylife.com, or you can check out the podcast show notes. You can also have the link below and click it and download it. Or if you were having trouble with it, just make sure that you can send me your email in the comments and I will send it to you. Before I close, I just wanted to say, I'm a scientist, I'm a teacher, I'm a mom, and I've learned that it's so important to have methods, not only in science, but also just in life. You know, we talk about the scientific method, we talk about the SMART framework, and these tools are so powerful because we can apply those principles onto our own life. By having a standard way and method of conducting yourself, you can form new habits and become a better version of yourself. I am embracing a pledge to cultivate deeper self-belief and to sculpt SMART goals, aligning my actions with my aspirations, both as a mother and a businesswoman. I want to invite you all to join me on this transformative voyage where we will integrate focused goal setting into our daily lives, aiming for lucid, achievable, and impactful objectives, both in our personal and professional realms. You see, moms, it's not merely about setting goals. It's about embedding them into our lives, intertwining them with our daily tasks, our dreams, and our moments of joy and struggle. It's about letting these goals whisper in our ears that, yes, it is possible, even when the tides seem so daunting. It's about charting a path that respects our capacities while also stretching our potentials, ensuring that as we step forward, we are not just moving, but moving where it matters. With each tick on our checklist, we're not just accomplishing a task, but taking a step closer to our dreams, making them tangible, achievable, and joyously real. Can you visualize it? Creating a goal that is so vivid, so tangible, that every step towards it feels like a mini celebration? That's the power of SMART goals. They not only offer clarity, but also serve as your personal cheerleader, reminding you of your progress, keeping you anchored during challenges, and making the journey towards them as rewarding as the destination. This month, as I embark on weaving SMART goals into my daily life, I will be sharing snippets of this journey, the hurdles, the triumphs, and the learnings. And I invite you to share yours too. Connect with me on Facebook, Bridget Ojo, on Instagram at The PhD Mommy Life, or subscribe to YouTube at The PhD Mommy Life. My goal is to cultivate and foster a strong and powerful community of women who are eager to create a community of goals, journeys, and achievements as we share, learn, and most importantly, grow together in this beautiful community. As we close the curtains on today's episode, Let's embrace this commitment to ourselves, to intertwine belief and SMART goals into our daily lives. Let's ensure every step we take is a step towards our dreams, our aspirations, and our truest selves. This concludes episode 14 of the PhD Mommy's Journey podcast. I'm Bridget Ojo, your bestie who also happens to be your number one fan. I'm challenging you to set SMART goals and strive confidently towards them, knowing that with every step, you are not alone. Instead, you're in a community of wonderful moms who are all embarking on their own unique, beautiful journeys. Until next time, stay blessed, stay resilient, stay empowered, and always remember, your goals are your personal stars lighting up your path to your unique journey. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at the PhD Mommy Life for more insights, love, and shared journeys.